The crypto space is back with another Zora update for you guys. We're diving into the Zora ecosystem today, man. Like I said in my previous video, that Gary Tan video turned out to be 20 minutes. I was like, why was it so long? I didn't feel like I'm a yapper, man. I'm a certified yapper, guys. I'm a rambler. We're taking a look at Zora and its ecosystem in this video once again. So Zora right now is sitting at 3.5 cents. 157 million market cap, 30 million in 24-hour trade volume. Volume is looking great personally. Now Zora is on a massive dip, right? A lot of people have lost hope. Let me vote bullish here, right here, because, you know, like I said, everyone on crypto Twitter, everyone on my timeline hates Zora and the creator coins. So that's why I'm bullish. I'm betting against them. Now I could be wrong, clearly, but if I'm right, I could watch them cope and seethe, which is fantastic, right? So Zora, in my opinion, is such an innovative project, such an innovative altcoin. We haven't seen anything like this in a long time, trying to disrupt the $1 trillion industry in meta and social media, right? And like I said before, 150,000 to 100,000 Zora is fantastic, right? So 50,000 Zora is $1,750, and 100,000 Zora is $3,500, right? I think Zora will have a great success. We saw Brian Armstrong recently. Imagine fading real Gary Tan, the CEO of Coinbase, is pushing creator coins. He already owns some real Gary Tan tokens. Also, Gary Tan was an early investor in Coinbase, by the way. So we have Brian Armstrong having talks with KOLs like Thread Guy. Thread Guy is a massive KOL, right? Even though I don't agree with some of his takes, right? It's great that Brian Armstrong has ears on the ground and hearing what people are saying and trying to reach out to said people. So he reached out to Thread Guy off camera. They had a great talk. He says lots of good ideas. Thank you for the thoughts, right? Had a great chat with Thread Guy. So again, that is beneficial to Zora, right? Because this is a creator coin economy and ecosystem. So this is why you need to have exposure to the main project, right? Obviously, majority of your bag should be in the main project, and then you play around in the ecosystem. That's how I would do it, right? So projects like Horse, you know, up 2x, almost a 3x from when I mentioned it at 350K market cap. I think Horse goes to 100 mil, if not $1 billion market cap. Projects like The Real Shirley, right? Projects like The Real Shirley at 2 mil market cap, just $200 in, could potentially get you to 10K to 100K. You never know. You never know, right? The real Nick Shirley coin, the Nick Shirley coin could go to $1 billion market cap right now. You never know. Who knows? You never know. Coinbase flips the switch. They pump millions of dollars into it. It goes to $1 billion market cap. It's that simple. The real Gary Tan coin, a billionaire that launched a Zora. Think about a billionaire that launched a Zora and is doing buybacks and offers utility where if you buy 1% of the supply, you get access to Gary Tan and his inner circle, meetups on Zoom calls, and startup development and funding, right? If you buy 1% of this coin's supply, this Zora coin, creator coin supply, right? Billions in the future for this one, for sure. I'm telling you, I'm so confident it goes to $1 billion. And then we have another underrated one. This is what we're mainly focusing on today, which is Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson is a venture capitalist with a massive following on X. Let me show you, right? He has two coins. He has AVC, the ticker AVC, and his Zora, which is Fred Wilson, right? 642K followers. I am a venture capitalist, right? Hi everyone, this Twitter account has been dormant except when it got hacked last year. For the last 18 months, I've been sharing my thoughts on tech, startups, venture capitalists, music, life, etc. on chain at Farcaster. If you still want to hear from me on that stuff, come follow me there, okay? So AVC, what happened in 2025? This is a writing platform. This is an article page from Fred Wilson. This is his article page, right? And it's an app, right, that has been developed through him, through the I think it's developed through him, through, you know, talking about it's like writer coins, and, you know, they're talking about like basically like articles and stuff like that, right? So it's very interesting. It's something called Paragraph, right? I'm not sure if he's the one that developed it, but this is where he shares his thoughts. So he launched the AVC coin, right? That's where he shares his thoughts. So there's the AVC coin, right? Now this is the thing. You could have exposure to both. I think both will do well, but this one is based on this app, right? The AVC coin is based on this app, where you could do like articles and make posts and talk about it, etc. Right, for the writers out there. And then there is his Zora, which is the Fred Wilson coin, right? This one is sitting at, what is this? 261K market cap, right? As you can see on the weekly, it looks pretty good to me. Accumulating, then eventually starts breaking out. This is a underrated Zora here. I personally like the Zora more, but you never know what could happen. Fred says he will support both, and I think that will be the case. So you can't go wrong with either or. One of them may have a higher ceiling though. It could be AVC, it could be the Fred Wilson coin, right? Exposure to both, in my opinion, is a great idea, right? So maybe if you have like $300, you put 150 a piece into each, right? And then you get massive upside from either or, right? Or both of them just go straight to 100 mil market cap. You never know. Fred Wilson, very, very, very successful VC, venture capitalist, right? So right now, 1 million Fred Wilson coins, which is what I think would be a great investment. It's $262, right? That's it. $262. You could buy it on Zora, Uniswap, etc. I think this is gonna have massive upside. 10 mil to 100 mil market cap, if not more, is on the cards for this, right? Again, I'm just not necessarily following, but I'm just doing the opposite of what crypto Twitter is doing, and looking into the people that are also doing the opposite, and then learning. Following as well too. I'll say that, learning and following and seeing like, yo, why does the contrarians think this, and then formulating my thesis around that, right? So, I think the Fred Wilson Zora coin will do fantastic. I also think the AVC coin will do fantastic. Maybe get exposure to both, but I'm leaning more towards the Zora. Now, I could be wrong, obviously, but I'm leaning more towards the Zora coin being successful, right? Because Zora is about to go on a massive run, in my opinion, straight to 10 to 50 bill market cap, right? And when that happens, you're going to see Fred Wilson, because it's peer to Zora right here. Fred Wilson coin is peer to Zora. That will make, it will have the effect of, just like when Solana went on its crazy run from $10 Solana to $250, $300 Solana. We saw Bonk, Popcat, Whiff, AI16Z fart coin go to billions of market cap, right? When Solana made that move, right? I think Fred Wilson and the other Zora coins do something similar, right? Because Zora is exploding, so the ecosystem explodes. That's why I'm leaning more towards the Zora of Fred Wilson, right? So again, $262 gets you 1 million coins. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. I don't think $262 is gonna break your bank, put you in debt, make you regret everything, make you regret your whole life if you if you invest that and something goes wrong, because there's always a possibility of something going wrong, right? So never invest more than you're willing to lose, guys. Don't be tossing no 5-10K into a low cap Zora coin, right? Don't do it. It's not worth it. After you get some wins, after you get successful, then you could start being a little bit more riskier. Say you make like 50K of the Zora ecosystem, 100K, 200K of the Zora ecosystem, then you could start being more risky, right? Then you could be like, okay, I could put 5K on that, right? You have to be strategic, right? You have to be strategic. You have to do your best to be better, right, than everyone, right? So, as always, none of this is financial advice. I think the Fred Wilson Zora is going to be very successful as well as the, AVC coin, Nick Shirley, the real Gary Tan Zora. Show you guys. I'm just showing you all the bags, man. All the bags that I think will do well. Real Gary Tan. I think Horse on Zora is gonna do well, right? Horse is the best performing one, so you keep an eye on Horse, right? Because it is the best performing one, right? So this is the thing. It's been out since March of 2025, right? And then it recently got its Zora pair. So the one with the Zora pair has a much better chart, right? Because it recently, and I tell you, Jacob more than likely added the Zora pair. He loves this coin so much. because the meme has gone so viral. He loves it so much. But yeah, I think horse is going to be successful. I think those are the ones in the Zora ecosystem that I'm betting on. I'm not going to talk about any more than that, okay? So if there's other ones that blow up and I miss them, well, that's fine. These are the ones I'm bullish on. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.